What up? What up?
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing? Welcome, Jen. Thank you again for doing another class with us.
Hell yeah, anytime, every time, all the time.
This one's looking a little light. I don't know where everybody's at, but
We'll trickle in.
yeah. How's the you streaming on Twitch as well?
I believe so. Um, Let me check my phone. So I gotta run like cross Twitch examination. I think it's up. It says it's going. Okay. Hmm. Oh yes, a good men's beard. That's a good one. That's a good one. I just ate some hot wings, so I'm just kind of recovering from dinner in a good way. In a good way.
That sounds bomb though.
It was
What's
really
your
salty, but it was
Jan?
still
What's
good.
what's your what's your go-to wing flavor?
Oh man, I normally like a good medium or hot, but sometimes when I'm feeling like crazy, I'll go for like lemon pepper hot or hot honey barbecue.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What
I
about
like the
you?
spicy Asian flavors.
Spicy Asian.
Yeah, yeah, some Asian habanero or whateve.
Okay,
Yeah, I like
Where
those
you
kind.
get where you get them at? We ain't got them in the
that's what I'm
south.
saying.
Nah, like Buffalo Wild Wing. There's a spot in the mall down the street from me. Yeah, that must. I don't know if that's like a California thing, but it's at like all the wing spots. They got a hot Asian flavor, no matter what, for sure.
Oh, you talking about wings?
Oh, what did he say? I thought he was talking about wings.
Did you say wings?
Yes,
Jam, did you say wings or did you say links?
What you think he's
wait.
talking about, boss?
I said wings with a G,
Oh,
WINGS.
boo! I thought you said hot links.
Uh,
I was like,
no,
Oh no, I
man.
mean they do that around here, but you know, I'm talking about
Uh,
chicken right now.
boo wings. I mean, I
It's like
guess.
where they get the spicy Asian hot links at?
I know. I was like,
yeah,
where
I
they get
know.
that at?
Yeah, boss is like, I'm missing out on the spicy Asian hot
Well,
links.
because like where I'm from, like the part of Texas where I'm from, like East Texas, coast of Louisiana, like hot links are a thing, like the sausages.
Facts.
So like we got a couple of different flavors of those too. And my mom is from like the town where like they were kind of made famous. So I was like, wait, where you get them at? Cause
Yeah,
I need to try those.
yeah.
But yes, I mean, I guess wings are appropriate as well.
Wow.
Wangs. Okay. Beardnet. All right. Well, we're here. We got a few people on Twitch. We got a few people on the Discord. Let's get it cracking. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Yay.
Alright. So, I have no. Oh wait, I gotta figure out where the hell my screens are. Okay, well, what's up? I'm just gonna look into a camera. What's up, everybody? It's Jamali out there in Twitch world, out there in Discord world, out there and wherever you're watching this at in the future or in the past. My name's Jamali, aka Jam Jam Art, and I am hosting this here Pushin Pixels class. Um, I'll get a sound effect for that later, but today we are hosted by the magnificent, most educatedness, the only HBCU in Web3, Ohnahji U. Round of applause for them. They're
Whoop, whoop.
awesome. They're doing a lot. They got crazy informative Twitter spaces. They got me in their Discord. They got a whole bunch of alpha being dropped. There's so much good stuff. So check them out. Inclusive AF. And yeah. So that brings us to here, to where we're at now. We are gonna make some pixel stuff. So the last few classes we were working on line work. We were working on pixel perfect lines. We were working on getting our images so that they don't have all these random jagged bits in them. but we're looking clean and looking crispy, so we can post them to the internet and share them with our friends. No problem. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to go over some colors and color theory. Now, I'm not going to dive super deep into this. It's going to be like kind of base level for y'all. So it'll be like just kind of understanding how to shade stuff, how to add lighter tones to things, how to just like think about colors when you are making pixel art or any other art, especially digitally, because it's important. I mean, unless you work in black and white, even still, you should understand like tones and values and contrast and all that jazz. Again, so we won't touch into all of that, but we're gonna break into some of it now. For everyone out there on Twitch, for everyone in the Discord, so we got some NFTs to give away for y'all. These aren't just any old random NFTs. They're NFTs from Ohnahji and from myself. One of one tokens. Like, what else could you ask for? Provenance, my friends, provenance. So, the way you're gonna win those is one, you can win that Ohnahji token by submitting your artwork after this class. So you have 2 whole days, and after those 2 days, I'm gonna hit a hard stop. So just make sure you get some good art going, and so that means everybody else in the future who's watching this, come on back and check it out. Yo, what's up? And so yeah, you got 2 whole days after this class to submit your finalized art piece. Make sure it's fresh, make sure it's crispy. You can animate it, you don't have to animate it, but we like to see effort here. I know the Ohnahji Deans like to see some good effort and some dope details. Also, just keeping it fun, right? So that's how you win the Ohnahji token. Submit your art to the appropriate channel, probably the artist channel or the challenge channel or the voice chat channel. Now you can win one of my art pieces by your favorite game in the world, trivia. That's right. I concocted a bunch of trivia questions from across the whole of the internet, and we found some great stuff. It's nothing crazy that you probably wouldn't know unless you've like been living under a rock for the past 20 years. And even if you have been living under a rock for the past 20 years, if you had internet, I'm pretty sure you'd be good. So, anyways, there's a good bunch of trivia questions. You got to get at least 2 right to win. So, know that. Actually, no. You got to get at least 3 right because there's like 5 or 6 questions. Either way, get some right. You win an NFT from me. What's up? Welcome. So again, I just went over the prizes, y'all. Submit your art for an Ohnahji token. Answer some trivia questions right for one of my own Jam art tokens. Because we like to be generous off in this thing. So that's what it is. Any questions? I'm gonna get my good squinty answering eyes. No questions. I bet. So, let's just crack it off. Let's just crack it off with some good old-fashioned trivia. Now, let me pull it from the trivia archives. All right, I'm gonna start from the bottom. All right. Oh, and I'm gonna post all of these in the voice chat place. So on the Discord, right above where it's this voice chat zone, it says VC chat. That's where all the shenanigans, if you will go down. Let us go, baby. It is class time. So, boom. Hold up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, you know what? While I'm doing this, do we need a brief intro on pixel art? I'll get to that. But while I'm doing this, come on. Okay, bam, here we go. Inside the VC chat, we got our first trivia question of the night. Ohnahji, if you can help me keep score on these bad boys, that'd be great. I'll be doing a running tab myself for entrance.
Gotcha.
Thank you. All right, so now think hard on this, y'all. Y'all got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. What's the number one way to get canceled on the internet? Is it 1, old blackface photos resurfacing? All right, that happens a lot. Is it 2, is it being racially insensitive? That happens a lot too. 3, is it flexing on the gram with stuff you don't own? Bow Wow, looking at you. 4, is it disturbing the Bayhive? The Bayhive is all of the Beyonce fans around the world. 5, just existing as Rizza Islam or Lil Boosie. All right. Damn. Now, right? These are all ways. So, these are you guys' final answers? All right, we got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, whoever said 4, y'all got it. 4 is the answer. Yeah, so Saucy Santana just got canceled sorta this week for like dressing up as Beyonce, and I mean you can pretty much talk about anything in the world. So she said, "Oh nah, yeah, except for Beyonce. I don't know, she's on limits." Someone said, "Stop the cap." No. People, you know how many people who are racially insensitive just get Congress, who just like go on in the world. See, you got to go with your gut on these. Okay, now we cracked that off. We've broke the ice. Now let me tell y'all a little bit about this pixel art. So if you're new here, pixel art. Hold up, let me turn down my royalty-free music. It's actually royalty-free this time. So if you're new here, pixel art is fantastic. It is the way of the ancient computer graphics people, if you will, right? So pixel art is awesome. It's limited in its scope, right? So back in the 70s, 80s, when people were building out digital platforms and games and all types of stuff, they only had so much RAM space. They only had so much computer capabilities. And so with that, they only could use a certain amount of colors, or they can only animate things so that they're kind of jittery and whatnot. But as time moved on, there were advancements in programming and processing. There were there's more colors available that you can see on the screen, and there are more people using it, right? So with that, you know, it's like as technology grows, we've seen this in Web3, and with crypto, like there's more people and the more use cases and more adoption, and so it gets Beyonce. It gets spread out to the world, and so more people use it, right? And more people develop into that. So why is that important for me? Because I am an artist. I love art. I love painting. I love drawing, and I've always been a fan of video games. But now I understand that there's not only like the player aspect of it, but there's also the designer aspect. Discord chat. Beyonce is keeping an eye on the chat. She's our guardian angel. There's pixel art is just awesome, hands down. I got into it because of NFTs and some of the projects that were like popping and who I thought would pop, and I just realized, like, again, it's more than just the gaming side of it. Like, there's a whole art and craft to it, and there's a lot of people around the world who are making art in the pixelated form, right? And indie developers, man, there's so many people. So, okay, what we're not gonna do is that royalty-free music. So, that's a little bit about the history of pixel art, right? Now, why do colors matter? Why do these lines matter? Why does it matter that we use a light blue instead of a light yellow in certain situations? Well, because the physiology of our bodies as humans, I gotta put a block on this damn Discord chat. maybe I should just run the class from the Discord chat next time. That seems to be where all the fun is. Anyways, major distraction. Anyways, again, so colors, lines, they're important because we need to be able to see. Now, some people are colorblind and are still able to make art, but for those of us who can see all the colors, like we have to be able to differentiate and understand that some need to be lighter than others, right? There's a scale, there's a hierarchy in a sense, right? Like all the things can't be the same darkness, because then you won't see nothing, and all the things can't be the same lightness, and then it'll be too washed out. You're good. No worries. I appreciate the comments. The people who join later can read these. But so it's a matter of balance, right? So even again, when we're thinking about lines like from last time, it's sometimes they need to be straight, sometimes they need to be diagonal, sometimes they need to be a little funky, right? And it all depends on what you're doing, and it all depends on what you're trying to convey with your art piece. So where we at? Let's just ice break real quick on the real for real. So you don't have to say nothing, but if you would like to, you can say your name and let me see. How about what what's your favorite breakfast food is? How about that? So I'll start off. My name's Jamali, and my favorite breakfast food is biscuits in most forms. Who's next? Someone left. I'll just make up voices
just
for
gonna
y'all.
sit there and be quiet like that, y'all.
Right? I will make up voices for you and make up your favorite things. In 5, 4.
I am boss.
Okay.
My favorite breakfast food is not grits.
Oh, anything but grits.
Shot fired. Pow pow.
Yo, what up? It's Ohnahji B. Brian the Dev on the project. I'm a pancake waffle guy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Anyone else?
All right. My name is Kalial Yasin Free. And what is my breakfast? Damn. I'll say waffles. Belgian waffles. Let me be specific. Belgian waffles.
Hey, bougie.
My name's Adrian. Favorite breakfast, probably pancakes too.
So next,
Carbs.
maybe so we got some. Everybody likes a good bread up in this thing. All right, I respect that. Now here's the question for you, pancakes and wafflers: maple syrup or what's the other one? Just normal syrup.
Maple.
Normal.
Ooh, we're a diverse crew up in here. I like it. Now that we're thinking about food, I'm gonna take a shot, and then I'm gonna get these warm-ups cracked off. Let's do it. Okay, so let us get into the program first. What we're using today, and most every time we play in the pixel art class, is pixelart.com. So we're gonna drop that in the old chat. Art.some. And someone said that if Beyonce had a project, it would mint out in 30 seconds. Absolutely, and you bet your bum you'd get scammed for that. And that's I always thought it'd be Megan Thee Stallion who would like do it, but on second thought, I think Beyonce would break the internet with a Web3 project. Okay, so now let us start off simple. Now, we're thinking about colors. Let's just do this. So, I gotta get y'all on pixel art. So pixelart.com. Yeah, leave that. I need to log out here. So if you can see my screen here. These lights are hot. Okay, if you can see my screen here, you can see that I'm on the pixel art site and I am on my profile. Now, if I logged out, which I will, just to show y'all real quick. So when I log out, it will take me to this lovely, what's it called? Homepage. That's right. So we got our homepage. Where's my vape pen? Homepage. It's awesome. You can scroll around, check out some of the amazing artwork that's here. Get inspired. Ain't nothing wrong with getting inspired. Look at this. Hold up, bro. Look at those fuzzy arms. All right, so you just take a second, see what's going on out here in the digital world. Somebody probably from Kansas or something made these. Who knows? There's people from all over the world on here, and that's again why I like pixel art. But so what we're gonna do is there's two ways to get cracking. There's the login, sign up, or you can just go to start drawing. Now, if you click on start drawing up here, that will take you right to the canvas. And it has an autosave for me, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna go to new drawing. Oh, it still has my old drawing up. Whatever. So what I want to do, I want to go log into my account. But basically that's what we're going to do. We're going to go log in. If you don't have a login, that's fine. I use my Facebook. My personal Facebook, that is. Not my business Facebook, which has significantly less memes. And I don't know if that's a problem or not. Maybe that's something I need to empower my own Facebook with, is more memes. Okay, but either way, I go to start drawing up here in the top right corner. There's also other ways you can get there, but this is the main way that I like to do it. Go to start drawing. Now, I'm going to click on new drawing when it tries to have me open something up. Man, nah. I'm going to go to file, and then I'm going to go to new. Hold up, bro. Whatever. If I don't know why it's lagging on me. I just want a new drawing, bro. Jeez. New palette. See, this is the good old internet working in our favor. It's all good. We're still blessed out here. Anyways, so once I open up pixelart.com, it's gonna give me this awesome canvas. Mine has a smiley face on it. Don't worry about that. Yours should be more than likely blank. Now, just quickly, I'm going to go over the tools. Firstly, we got pixelart.com. That's where we're at. Lovely. Next, we got our mouse. We got our hands. We got our eyes and our ears and the rest of the internet. If you're on 5G, cool. If you're not, that's all right. If you're on fiber, whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as you got some good internet and you can see what's happening. Next, just starting at the top left here. So we got our file menu. This is where all the good stuff happens when it's actually working. I don't know why my page is loading right now, but whatever. So we got file, we got colors, select, layer, settings, download, undo, redo. They're all pretty self-explanatory, and we will get into them more as the class goes along. Next, we got our toolbar. So up top was the menus. Next, we got our toolbar. So on the left side, we got our pencil, eraser, brush tool, lines tool, circle, square. There's a whole bunch of good tools here, and I will go over which ones we need as time goes on. Next, let me see. Next, we got our middle area. That's our canvas. It's great. Yeah, drop some squiggles up in there. Now, on the right side. The right side. We got our navigation zone. So this is cool because it allows us to basically see what we're doing when we're not there. I don't know. It's not necessarily... It is an omnipresent tool. That's what it is. That's pretty cool to think about. But it's here when you need it, right? So you can zoom in all the way, and then you can move this little square around up in the navigation thing to pinpoint your zoomage, and then make great edits, right? So you want to add some eyes up in here. We did that. And sometimes it's easier to do it when you zoom in, right? It can be kind of fidgety from afar, but that's a tool for you. Don't be afraid to zoom in. Now, and then with a lot of these tools, you can hover over them with your mouse, and you can also see that they have a letter in parentheses next to them. So like this select tool has the letter S next to it. So if you just mash S on your keyboard, then it'll get there, right? So similar to the Adobe or like most any other photo editing or image editing software, there are keyboard shortcuts. So if you want to feel all cool, like hitting your Control Z's after you mess up something, that's great, right? Awesome. You can take that workflow, as we call it in the biz, and integrate it right here. It's awesome. All right, now, so moving down from our navigation zone and zooming in and zooming out, we got our background. Now, not our background. This is our layers zone. I don't know that layer menu. I don't really know what it's called. Anyways, layer zone. We can add new layers. We can move them up and down. We can change how much we see through them. That's the layer opacity, right? So we slide that bar around. We can delete layers. We can copy them, and again, merge them up and merge them down. What's my girlfriend want? She's texting me. Please text me. Please text me, babe. Okay, now below that we got our colors. Colors are great, and this is what today's lesson's about. It's about understanding these colors and how to make the most of them, right? Now, and then besides that, there's just a bunch of other random tools, a lot of like kind of readers and stuff. Not necessarily readers, but statistical things. Like it'll tell you where your mouse is coordinate wise. It'll tell you some other stuff. You can turn on the grid or not. You can also, here's a cool thing. If you click on the little keyboard way down at the bottom, you can change what. Oh snap, can you change this? Nah. Oh snap, I can. That's dope. So you can change your this says pee hole. I don't know what that means. Haha, pee. Okay, anyways, you can change the keyboard shortcuts. So all you got to do is click on them, and you can input a new character or whatever, a keyboard shortcut for that. So if you want to, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you just click P, and if you want it to be, instead of P for pencil, you want it to be 4, the number 4, bam. So now rather than hitting P, it'll turn it to 4, but I want it to be P normally. Okay, so that's a cool thing. Just more workflow pizzazz. Now, let's get some warm-ups going. So, we understand our tools. Let us make some circles. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to... I need to get rid of all this stuff. Oh, there's a way to do it, I feel like. Just make a new layer and forget this one even exists. Yep. Okay, so I got a new layer, and how I did that was over here in my layer zone. I just went to the circular plus button, and then I mashed that bad boy one time, and then it turns me into a new layer. Now, that's great. So what I want to do now is I want to... is there a way to freaking... no, there's not. Okay, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my circle tool. And what I want to do here is I would just want to create 3 steps, right? So I want to do a light color or a light circle. Oh, you can't even see that. Let's hit it with one of these bad boys. So I'm going to fill in this area. Again, delete that. What's up? Okay, so new layer. I'm going to give it a nice little background color. Something neutral, something that's not going to be too distracting. So a good white or gray, or like a good like middle browny color like this. works excellent. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but it's over here. It's next to red. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 3 different shades, right? So I'm gonna just pick from my color picker here. I'm gonna pick a nice almost white color. I'm gonna make a circle from there, and then I'm gonna fill it in. So how I did that, I went to the circle tool, I made a circle, oh snap, and I clicked and dragged from my circle, bam. And then I went to my bucket tool, which is right below that, and then I click on the inside of that, and that'll fill it in, okay? So there's that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make another color. Now, this color, front door. Hold up. All right. Now, this color is going to be like our middle color, right? So it's going to be right here in the middle. I don't know if you can see on the stream, but if I'm on the left side, like color picker, right under this toolbar here, I'm going to go for like pretty much dead in the center of this color, right? Of this color square. So when I click that, it turns into a nice, do I want to get technical here? It's a burnt sienna, right? Burnt sienna, an awesome reddy brown acrylic color. Amazing. But this is the color that we have right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overlap that right on top of my first color, just like this. I'll give you 2 examples here. Bam, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Now, when you overlap it, it's going to want to select different parts. But just click in and fill in all the areas. Now, last part, we're going to add a darker color. Now, this color is going to live way down here. So basically, we're going diagonal across whichever way across we're going from this white all the way down to this black in a diagonal motion. My Twitch stream is reversed on me, so y'all get it. Just going from this top left down to the bottom right. But when I click the last one down here, I don't want it to be all the way black, but I don't want it to be like too brown either, right? It'll make sense once you start doing it, but you want it to be just dark enough where it's like, oh, that's dark, but then you also want it to be dark enough where it's like, oh, that could be black, but it's not black, right? Because in life, nothing really has a black outline. So things in illustrations, they're just illusions, right? So they just have that black outline to give us a sense of depth and to give us a sense of modeling within whatever we're looking at. Now, I'm going to take this last very dark brown color, and then you guessed it, I'm going to make some circles. Okay, nice. So this, my friends, is what we call You're welcome. This, my friends, is what we call a gradation. It is it's awesome. It's not only awesome, it's impeccably useful, because let me put it like this. When we see dope art that sells for multiple ETH, that's like one of ones, that's like it's just on point. I mean, from any art to now, cubism to the current meta of what art is. When we see the dope stuff, that makes us be like, oh my god. That's because someone knows how to use gradations. That's because somebody knows how to use contrast and colors. And then the artwork that you see from your homies or from whatever amateur artists that may like not be as striking or as powerful is because they haven't mastered this, right? And it's because even I still myself am working on it and I know it, right? But that consciousness to the improvement and to the craft is what helps make me better. So I'm here to teach y'all that as well. So again, so it goes from light to dark. Y'all are so on point with these cliff notes. I love it. Okay, so goes from light to dark. Now, what we're gonna do here in the next 3 minutes, I want y'all to just make fill up this space with 3-step gradations. You can have some really big ones. Try different colors, but fill this whole space up. Right now, we're gonna do it for like the next 3 minutes because we got 3 circles. We're gonna run some royalty-free vibes here, and we're just gonna make some stuff. So let's do it. Now, if you want to get creative, you already know what it is. Please do. Please do. Share it in the chat. Now, before we get into this, exporting. So it's the most crucial step of most digital art. You got to get it out of the program. How do we do that here? All we do is we go to the file. We go to export download, export \download. Then it's going to bring us up this nice thing. All we do on the simplest of terms is I just like to hit the little Twitter or Instagram button. That's going to change the size of it from its native baby size to a more visible size. Do that, hit the blue download.png button. Bing, you hear the sound on my computer. That right? So now, let's do this. I'm gonna make a whole new layer. I'm gonna hide this layer by hitting that little circle that's right to the, what is this? I don't know, the left side of this layer. It's a little circle. If you hit it, it will change the visibility of that layer, right? So that's that. Now, what I want to do is, I'm gonna take this, I like this green here. Actually, I don't. It's too green. There it is. Now, I got this awesome, like, tan color. And get your brains ready because we got another trivia question coming up here in a minute. Now, what we're gonna do is, we're going to do another little warm-up. This time, how do I want to do this? This time, we're gonna do it on a bigger. No, let's try it with squares. Let's try it with squares. Actually, no. Let's do it like this. Okay, first off, make some circles, and we're gonna make them black. And I want you to fill the space up. They don't have to be all the same size. Some can be thin, some can be not thin, right? Now, maybe I put one more right here. I like that one. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is, how do I want to do this? I want to let's just have some fun, man, for real. What we're gonna do is each circle is gonna be a different shade, right? So that means you got 5 steps to go through. Like, okay, so you know how to do 3, but how do we do 5, right? So the basic essence of that is, and you may not even need 5 steps between your colors, right? But the essence of it is this. So 1, I got my okay, I'm just gonna do this for example. So 1, we got my lightest color. 2, we got my, now, okay, so normally before we went 1 lightest color, 2 middle tone, then 3 darkest color. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 more steps in between the first 2 and the last 2, right? So just a middle light and a middle dark. So let's try it like this. So I'm gonna start off with my darkest ones. I got my medium color, boom, right, oh, come here, right there. Now I'm gonna go down to my dark purpley red. This is a beautiful mauve. I don't know that it'd be mauve, but we'll call it mauve for now. So boom, you can see I got my light, my middle, then my dark. Now what we're gonna do is, between that dark and this middle tone, you're gonna just have to guesstimate what's what. So this seems like a good middle for this. I'm just gonna add it in right here, right? And so you can see it's not as light as this, and it's not as dark as that. Great. Now, to get my middle light tone, next we're gonna go right again, starting from the middle area, right where that middle color is. I'm just gonna go halfway between that and my really light pink, and so that looks good. Bam. And I'm using my brush tool in order to fill in these lines here, but this is just for example, just because I want y'all to see. Now, this is great. What I want y'all to do is, I want you to make some of these yourself. So what I want you to do is make a whole new layer. And before we even do any of that, just gonna fill this in. Fill this in. Okay, so make a new layer on top of a good neutral background. All these colors are busted. All right. Okay, so I got a new layer, right? Neutral background. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make 5 different shapes. Again, not in the same color. Starting off with black or whatever color you want, right? So I got 1 shape, 2 shape, 3 shape, 4 shape, 5 shape. Maybe let's do it twice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna do a simple task, just like we did, just how I showed you. We're gonna take that color, we're gonna start with the lightest color. Again, fill this one in, cool. Then I'm gonna go to my next color, my middle tone. Fill this one in, cool. Go to my third color, dark purpley purple. Fill that in. Right now, I'm just gonna go. But now, and what you can do is, if you don't feel like, if you really want to be exact, you can go to the color picker tool, which is right next to the bucket. You can pick that middle color, and then it'll go right back to that. So this way, you can choose, like going up again towards the white part of the corner. We're not gonna worry about this top other area yet, because that's just a matter of how purple or not purple it is, right? We don't want to get into that just yet. But so starting out, color pick that middle color, and then I just go find a nice halfway point. Boom. There's that, and then that goes in this one, and then I can again color pick my darkest color, and then find a nice halfway point between that and my middle tone color. Now, if you really want to get technical with it, you can play with all these hue, saturation, brightness values, and the RGB colors, or the actual code of the color and all that stuff. If you're a top level designer and you want to get into that, that's amazing, and please do it. But for right now, just for accessibility, we are still on the color picker tool, and we're gonna pick the middle color. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all another. Oh, that's not it. That's not it right there. I might have to move up a little bit. So you should be able to see there is a distinct difference. And then too, what you can do is you can even put like white and black on here. Is this white? Yeah, it is. You can put white there. You can see, okay, that's different. And put a black square up in here. That's different too. Right? So you can see it's not completely white and it's not completely black. So that's what I want y'all to do. For the next 3 minutes, we are gonna work on filling up this space with 5 color steps. Put it right now with fingers. Yeah, 5 step shade differences. And yeah, we'll rock it out just like that. Anybody got any questions? How y'all doing out there? Any questions? Does this make sense? Okay, bet. Hey, no questions is good, but you know, just okay. Shawty said we good so far. Bet that up. So let's run it, y'all. We're gonna do this another little warm up here. I'm gonna go find my vape pen, and let's go. Royalty free. Oh wait, hold up. Cancel. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That's the wrong keyboard shortcut.
Swimming in the dark with the sparkle of a hope, pulling you underneath to breathe you back deep. Sanity so overrated, trying too hard to be something. Promise it won't ever change.
All right, royalty free.
But I can't.
All right, y'all got a minute. Y'all got 2 minutes left. Oh snap! Here, let me make some color shifts. All right. Oh, I should probably make a Twitter post. Let's do it. And you're taking too long. I don't care anymore. Let's go, Web3 attention span. Let's see if I can do this in like 5 seconds. We have not used green yet. Jamali, let's go green. Boom. Got that. Got my middle tone. Ooh, that's a beautiful green. Bam. Dark green. It's not dark enough. That's what she said. Bam. Into my middle-y green. Yeah, I like this one. That. And then you can kind of start to see it, right? You can see the colors. I was not feeling that song. I have a very particular taste. Oh, time's up. All right, so go ahead and drop them things in the chat. This is good. I hope you all are learning some cool stuff. This is great for me. This is always good practice. I mean, this is always good practice for any artist. I mean, unless you are really just like dialed in that way, it's gonna behoove you to practice this stuff. Unfortunately, friggin' Twitch just spazzed out my last stream, so we don't have that, but it's all good. Next, we got some trivia coming up. Hot and knowledgeable. Not really heavy. Come on, baby, let's load. Okay, bam, here we go. 5-step colors, baby. Ooh, hers has a tree in it. I like that. Oh, that's you, Ohnahji. Sorry, it was that Cali Oxen Free. I love that screen name. There's been a lot of good screen names today. Yeah, bro. Okay, so next trivia question. Here we go. This one should be pretty easy. So, this is a history one. And so, you know your history. Now, okay, here we go. What was the Greenwood area of Tulsa? Oh, the answer is Beyonce. Made my hat fall off. Okay, what was the Greenwood area of Tulsa, Oklahoma, also known as in 1921? Was it Black Wall Street? Was it Trap-Oklahoma? Was it the birthplace of jazz, or was it Midwest Bronx? These are all great names for a city. Trap-Oklahoma. It might be called that now, actually. I'm playing. Alright, we got 30 seconds. And don't go too far, we got another one coming up right hot after this one. Alright, let me copy this bad boy. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, did everybody get their answer in? We got Dren, Kelly, Boss. Everybody got the answer, and you all are right on the money. It's called Black Wall Street. It's awesome. I mean, let's go. Dren and Boss. Now, if y'all both win, then I'll both get the NFTs. I'm not tripping. Like, we love winners here. And I appreciate y'all like participating. Now, it's not called Trap-Oklahoma. Someone almost guessed that. I felt it. But it is also not the birthplace of jazz. That is Louisiana. And I don't know that there's anywhere that's called the Midwest Bronx. So it's Black Wall Street. hundreds, if not dozens, of affluent black businesses that were doing their thing. They were making money, they were moving, they were shaking. Then one time, what had happened? It was like, it was a court case. It was a court case that happened. Oh, you know what it was? It was some white folks were like, yo, these black people were, I don't know, it was some slandering name, but basically they were like, hey, well, the black people aren't doing right. And then like a day later, they were massacring and shooting and setting all these black businesses on fire because, oh my God, I should actually fact check this. But it's a crazy story, for real. Black Wall Street. Those white people were not happy that the black people were like, just like living their best life. Black Wall Street. So this is just a reminder that the Tulsa Race Massacre. This is not something light. This is a massacre. Look at that, just for living. Sad. We gotta say their names. Okay, let's take a moment for history. Let's learn. Because probably if it was not for some of these companies, for some of these people, who knows where our ancestors would have been. All right. Okay, just straight from the horse's mouth. In 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hush. Royalty free. In 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood District, also known as the Black Wall Street, great answers, guys, was one of the most prosperous African American communities in the United States. The Black Wall Street Massacre, which began on May 31st, 1921, was one of the worst race riots in history of the U.S., in which more than 35 square blocks were destroyed by a wave of racial terrorism that left hundreds of black residents dead and more than 1,000 houses burned or otherwise destroyed. The violence was rooted in resentment at the wealth of the black people of Tulsa. Signaling this tension were reports that the state of Oklahoma only had 2 airports, yet 6 black families owned their own private planes. Hating. Okay, so in 1996, the 75th anniversary of the massacre, the state legislature formed a bipartisan commission to study the race riots of 1921. The commission's final report confirmed what had been long suspected. The city had supported the mob of white residents who wreaked havoc on the community. The city had deputized and given the angry mobs weapons as the once prosperous neighborhood became engulfed in smoke and ash. In 2013, the police chief apologized for the actions of the police department during the 1921 massacre. According to the report, some police officers stood aside and allowed white mobs to set fires in Black Wall Street. Other reports accused police officers of also committing arson and murders. I cannot apologize for the actions, he said, inaction and dereliction that those individual officers and their chief exhibited during that dark time. But as your chief today, I can apologize for our police department. I am sorry and distressed that the Tulsa department did not protect its citizens during those tragic days in 1921. Heavy. So these are our people. This is Tulsa. This is Trapklahoma. It's not a joke, but I mean, like, for real though, this is crazy. Like, just think about this is pettiness at its ultimate Super Saiyan form. So, thank you to the current police chief for that apology. I'll take it. There could always be more, but that's just a little history lesson from where we come from. So never feel like, oh, we were always slaves or we were always struggling. Like, nah, we've been affluent. We've been kings. We've been doing stuff, but other folks just didn't like it. So that's why we make art, to express ourselves and to keep it pumping, to keep motivated. Now, I'm going to drop this in the chat, coming from Stanford. So that's what that is. Now, we're going to reel it back on in. How many questions did I just ask? I just asked one, right? Yeah. So we're on to another one. Did I copy? Is this in my clipboard? There have been several occurrences. Oh yeah, there was. This is just Pushin Pixels massacre history. We actually need this info though. Okay. What we're gonna do is this. Now, we are gonna now speaking of education, we all love and know a good HBCU, historically black college and university. Now my question to you is, how many HBCUs are there in America? Oh, no, not that. Yes, that's the button. Okay, so now, how many are there? Are there 420? Are there 101? Are there 1,000 universities? Or are there 111? Now, there's a few red herrings up in that thing. Oh, snap. Where's my music? I said D or B. You gotta pick one. Everyone said D. Homie said B. Okay, well, you know what? Because it was a tricky one, we're gonna go with everybody who gets D or B got it right. Because it's actually 101, but 111 is a really good number, and I wouldn't doubt that there's like a good 10 or so that are still waiting accreditation. So we're gonna roll with both those. It is not 420. That would be awesome. I am lenient for y'all. I had to lighten it up. You know, we had to just think about massacres and stuff. We gotta lighten it up a little bit. All right, giving away. You get a trivia answer. 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 In the streets, they call me Black Oprah. So, who's my Gail? Okay, moving on. Now, we know how to do some steps. We got 3, we got 5. We don't really need to worry about 2, but yes, we do. Let's try that out. Last warm up here. Now, usually, when we think about, oh snap, okay, chill out music. Now, when we think about colors and we think about like skin tones and stuff like that, it's usually like, for the most part, 2 colors. So when we look at things like Dragon Ball Z, when we look at things like a lot of those animation and cell shaded, hella accreditation fluctuation. When we think about things like cell shading so animation is done in cells, right? They're done in these little squares. So that goes back to like the beginning of animation days, right? But they would draw in these cells and then they ink them out with the paint, and then they go one on top of another, and then so on and so forth until it was done. Now, these cells and the shading done by it is basically you take one color and then you just drop it down to the next color you just drop it down a level or bring it up a level depending on if it's getting a highlight or if it's getting a shadow, right? So what we just saw
is home to the
is
best
that.
production music in
What
the
we
world.
just made is
For
that, right?
productions
So
that
maybe we
demand
start
more
off
license a higher quality
with
music
this middle
with
green
Music
here,
Vine.
but we avoid these 2 darker ones. We avoid this one next to it, if that makes sense, and then just jump straight to the darker ones, right? So wherever you are in the mix, you want to have a dark one and you want to have a slightly lighter one, right? So let's play with that. Okay. So I'm gonna go. These blues are not hitting for me today, so we're gonna go with brown. Now, what we're gonna do is let's just make some stuff. All right, so we're gonna make a little landscape here. Oh no, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a frame. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a frame for our Ohnahji character. Now, so I'm gonna take one square. It's the exact same color. It's not what I want. So I got one square, still the exact same color. Not what I want. All right, I'm gonna take this dark gray. I'm gonna make a nice fatty square. Oh, you know what? Oh, bam. See, this is the awesome part about having imagination. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna make it like a little character info screen. Boom. So what I did here, I I made 3 squares. One's a long square, one's a sort of fat square, the other one's a thin and long square, right? Now, what do I want to do with these? You ask yourself, well, easy, let's start off simple. What I want to do is, if I know that the inside of these is going to be the background color, in the sense that like it's not going to be the same color as this outside color here. If I know that that's going to be that color, I just want to stick with that, right? But maybe I want it to be slightly lighter. Let's go with that. I do want it slightly lighter. Light gray, just for now. So I got light gray here. Next, I'm going to fill in the other ones. Light gray, alright? Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my line tool. We haven't used this yet, but we used it in the last class. Now, our line tool, what's ISO lines do? Oh, I feel like that draws them in on the third perspective. I don't want that right now. So, alright. So I'm gonna go to a lighter gray. That's just what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm gonna just go by the tactics we've been using. Now, when I'm doing grays, I don't have to worry about going over into these middle colors and picking all these like crazy funky mid tones or what have you. If I'm doing gray, I only have to worry about sliding up and down the left side of this color square, right? So it doesn't matter if I want a light white or almost light. You can't get a light white because white's already light, but you know what I'm saying? Like you want a light gray color, it's gonna be right up next to the white. Now if you want that almost black, it's gonna be right almost down here to the black. Again, in the middle, it's gonna be a nice right there, right in the middle, on this side only, right? So if we were to do it on the other side, it's full saturation. This side is 0 saturation. Just a little saturation tip. You don't have to know too much about it. But I'm gonna take my line tool with a nice light medium gray, and then I'm just gonna draw a line from one corner to the other. Easy. And then I'm gonna fill in that top area. Now that we know that, we can kind of just have some fun with it. So what do I want to do here? I'm just gonna make some shapes. Now because I know what I want to do, which is create a nice like wiggly separation line here. It's not harder, shall I say, but it's more difficult to do it when you are just dealing with non-perfected circle shapes. So I like to use my circle tool and create shapes like this. Now, what I do there, I just fill them in. Okay, so there's that. Now what we're gonna do on our last one is I'm just gonna add a nice, I'm gonna add a nice little zigzag on this one. Maybe a partial zigzag, because I don't want it to be too busy. Right? So man, there's that. Now we have a 2-color background for all of these. So that means no matter what we do, we can, and also, they're also on the light side. So pretty much anything that we do darker here, we're gonna see it fairly clearly too, right? So we can have that like sort of medium gray, we can have this dark black here, and they kind of interweave and do their own thing visually, but that's the point, right? We want a neutral, like that's so key for when you're working and stuff. Like, so imagine just, I got a bunch of purples and I got a lot of stuff going on. These purples stand out way easier compared to say if it was on top of this red here, right? So it works. This kind of works too, but it's a lot on your eyes, right? And so what we do neutrals are, they allow us a place for our eyes to rest. It's awesome. It's great. So with that in mind, we have our neutrals down. next, what we're gonna do is let's add some character to this. Now, our fam Ohnahji Fam suggested that we do one of our guys this time, our male tokens. So, I agree. I'll have to find the picture here. Oh, I know what I can do. I can open it in a new tab. Let's go with power tabs. Who's got more than 2 tabs open right now? Give me a what? There we go. Attachments. Okay, bam. There we go. Let's go, new tabs. Sometimes I have like 40 tabs open, but y'all don't know what I'm wondering. Y'all don't want to know what I'm doing with the 40 tabs. Anyways, check this out. So we got our dudes. I wonder if I can get both these things at once. It doesn't matter right now. So I'm just gonna look at it. So the thing about these Ohnahjis are they only have one color. Great. It's awesome. It makes them stand out, nice and punchy, vibrant. And as you can see, you can tell like, okay, now that we've done some of these kind of these color shifting practices, you can see, okay, like now, like this one's way lighter than this one is. Even though this one has like, it seems like more washed out. This one's just generally lighter than this is. Number 860. Now, of all these, number 63 is the darkest. Only because of the level of tonality in there, right? So 553 above that, it looks dark as well, only especially because of the black background and this Marcus Prime signature, hyper rare, and then like the black t-shirt and blue background and stuff. Cool, and even so, this 63 looks darker because it's contrasted, meaning balanced against this yellow background here. But again, we're just using our previous tools and our previous like exercise. You can see that these two, 553 and 340, are going to be in the middle, right? And then 63 and 860 are going to be our lightest and darkest tones, right? Or darkest and lightest, respectively. So even in these different collections, you can start to see how these tones play out, right? And they're not even using them in a way to necessarily depict something besides the skin color. Now, if you start to when it becomes really magical and when it becomes really awesome is when you start to use these principles to create. Let's just go to OpenSea real quick. OpenSea.io. I mean, I actually probably should go to the pixel art site, but whatever. This is a great example. I mean, okay, look at the scene green here. Now, again, Steadios. This isn't the best example, but okay, I'm using all my Wi-Fi. Man, whatever, bro. I literally don't have time for slow internet. Yo, if I was back in 1998 and you would have told me like pages load in like less than 20 seconds, I would have been like, shit, me. And then like now they totally do, and if they don't load in 20 seconds, I'm like, you wish you had that kind of time loading. I'm out of here, right? Nobody got time for that. First world problems. All right, now we understand that these gradations, that these color shifts, as we'll call them, they happen all over the place. My whatchamacallit's not loading as fast as I want to because I'm streaming and stuff, but whatever. You guys can look it up some more. Just look at art pieces and see what's dope and see what's not, and then start to realize, oh, like this is using gradation. this is just has a wonky line, right? Like when you start to see all these principles that I'm teaching y'all, you'll understand that it's not just about, oh, I got a cool free mint, or oh, I have this like awesome project, or oh, like it's friggin' 2 TES, like whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's the aesthetics of it, right? And so I feel like as a culture, we understand aesthetics, we understand how to look good. Now here's the lesson on how to double down on that in your creativity. And so you could take this to fashion, you could take this to music, taking that same principle, right? Of like some of it's dark, some of it's lighter sounds, some of it's kind of a medium sound, right? And so that having that interoperability is dope. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna bring my tab back. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this lovely Ohnahji token. Let's go for 860. I like his fro. What is that called? Flat top? Yes, flat top. So let's go. So what I'm gonna do is on a new layer now, because I like this layer, but maybe I want to change it at some point, or maybe I just don't like it at all and I don't even want that, Jamali, is what you're telling me. That's cool, but add a new layer. So, alright, we're making great progress here. Let us just start to make some characters. Now, key things about these Ohnajis. What do they have? They got a nice round head with, and this one's kind of got a square top. It's got a big circular ear. It's got like a rectangle neck, and then it's kind of got a rectangle rounded body situation, right? And then some of them have mouths. I like how some of them don't have mouths. I've been noticing different stuff about this collection all the time. It's really great. But some of them have really like bussin', like beautiful lips. Some of them have zero lip, bitch. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start off with that knowledge that, hey, we got some simple shapes that we're gonna build up our Ohnajis with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with that square. Again, on a new layer, I'm gonna start with my square shape. I can use a slightly darker color. It doesn't really matter right now because I will color it over. Now, these don't have to be the most exact Ohnajis. I'm gonna use my reference because using your reference is power, but you don't have to. If you just want to go like this and then hit it with one of these. Okay, don't let me make something dope real quick on that. So, I mean, if you want to get loose. Okay, wait, actually, this is kind of dope. And the more you amuse yourself with your art, the better. Okay? So know that. Don't be afraid to like what you're doing. Okay. Now, this is a simple version. Am I gonna keep it like this? You know what? I might as well. Okay, so what we can do here is so I'm gonna go to my select tool. I'm just gonna line his head up with his body. Now I might chop off some of his body here too, because I think it's too much body. Now, if you're wondering, Jamali, how did you just do that so quickly? I'll show you. New layer. Oh wait, that's a new layer. New layer. Okay, so again, the key with like drawing for me is you gotta plug that reference inside your brain. You gotta get it in there, right? So with that, I look at this and I'm like, okay, again, I remember what I did. I broke down the shapes. I said this head is a nice big circle. This ear is a circle. That's a big shape. And then this shape is pretty much a square shape. Totally cool. I like that. Now, thinking about these other shapes, I'm not really going into like all these rings and stuff back here and eye shapes and all that. Like, that's relatively simple, right? 2 ovals, 2 lines, and a big C shape. That's the face. But this body here is a nice rectangular shape. So, again, just looking at all the aspects of it, taking those in memory, and I am opening give him a minute here. So again, I'm just gonna okay, now let's start off with that circular head this time. Come on now. Come back. Okay, bam. Okay. No. Dang it. Too many undos. Okay, here we are. So now, I'm gonna start off with the circular head, nice and big. And then I'm gonna go to my square. And then I'm gonna make a square for that high top, right on top of his head. Bam. Oh, don't forget that ear, which is another big circle. It's almost it's like half the size of the ear, half the size of the face, about a quarter size of the face. So we got that. Now, just for simplicity's sake, we're gonna start erasing stuff right here. So, where the square overlaps this ear, I don't want it. I don't need it. Too much mine. Now, in here, I'm just using my eraser tool, just kind of clicking over it. Now, I'm at a pretty good point, right? I can see that on 860 here, okay, I got this. Can I get both of these? No, I can't. Back in your tab home. Here, I got the fade going, the high top. It's slapping. You can see part of its face is hanging out over here. That's good. That's what we want. You got that ear in there. The ear is actually more up, so I'm gonna switch around where some of these pixels are. Just add one darker one down here. Bam. But you know, we can make it our own. So that. Now, this hair does not have sideburns like that. Look at this. You gotta be intentional. You gotta pay attention. This hair doesn't have sideburns. This one sort of does. Neither of these do. But we're going after 860.
So what are you waiting
for? Hold
up. Go premium now.
Oh, you mean friggin' advertisements? Now I've been here. Okay, no sideburns, so we noticed that. But we also know that there's a nice little hairline here. So what I'm gonna do is take my square, starting over here, bring the square over, and then it just goes to right about just above the ear. Okay. Now I got my hairline in there. Feels good. Now you don't have to use the exact same one I'm using. Of course not. You can go to ohnahji.com or OpenSea and search for Ohnahji. Don't forget the H before the J, and spelled just like this. You can go find your own. Now you may have, if you're a collector and a holder, you may have your own which you want to recreate. That's totally perfect. I like to do random ones, just to test my skills. All right. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of this overlapping pixels. Get out of there. I don't want you. And then I'm gonna. I don't need that. But I will take away these corner pixels. Give it a nice rounded head up at the top. Now, okay, so I got that in there. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a nice rectangle for the neck. Now, if you're using the same color, you're going to have to be wary of what's going on. So there's a rectangle. That's for my neck. Now, for this rounded, what is it? For the body. Now, I'm going to have to draw a circle, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two circles, right, I'm going to have to change these colors so I can see it. Let's go to orange, just for now. But I'm going to make two circles right about here. Now, that's too high. There we go. Oh my god. Bam. I'm really not sold on this right one. So there it is. Bam. Okay. Y'all with me? Y'all good? Y'all good? I can't take Wall Street Trapper's catchphrase. Maybe I'll just say we pixelin'. Because it doesn't roll off the tongue. Because Wall Street Trapper's like, we trapping. That is another person y'all should watch if y'all trying to get your financial literacy game on point. Wall Street Trapper. part of the Earn Your Leisure team. They, come on. I mean, no one makes Black financial literacy content like that I know of. They seem to be doing it on a pretty big scale. Fantastic. Now, we got these rounded shoulders here. Next, what am I going to do? I'm just going to make the arms come on down. And then maybe I'll add a little bit of traps here. Does this one have? They do. They do have a little bit of shoulder trapezius muscles, so we're gonna add that. Just a slight little angle up here. Bam! Look at that. Hold up. Marcus Prime, don't DMCA me, bro. Alright. Whoever owns this token, anyways. Moving on. So, we have that. We have our basis for our guy. Now, let's just keep it moving. Let's select the main color that we had here. Now that we have our lines for our... Oh, you know what we can do? So when we're selecting things, we can go to all similar colors on our bucket tool. And that way we don't have to click around on all the different colors. It'll just automatically choose the one that we need, right? And then it'll fill in all those colors too. Great tool. So now... Almost deleted the wrong line there. So now what I'm doing is I'm just getting rid of all these extra pixels that are overlapping and in the way. Okay. Come on with it. Yes. Perfect. Okay, I don't like how that neck is looking. So we're just gonna round that out. Okay, so when and this is another kind of like halfway line workshop as well, but again we're gonna get back to color. So when you are making these, you can overlap different shapes and then cut out the ones that you need, right? So you see I put that circle over that square, and then I took away the parts that weren't necessary to make a new shape, right? In Illustrator, it does this for you. I don't know if it'll ever do it for you in this app, but that's how we do it, right? Nice and quick, nice and easy. Now let's add some eyes. And what do these eyes look like? These eyes are really long ovals with a white dot in them. Somewhere right in the middle of the face. Boom. Boom. Now we can fill those in. So you got to make sure you unclick the all similar colors button. Bam, there's that. Do these have eyebrows? They do have eyebrows. Yep. So again, I'm taking my line tool here, nice and simple. Just straight. I'm not gonna give them the whole full natural eyebrow vibe. If you would like to, that's great. Please do it. Oh. That's cool. I didn't know I was there. Okay. Alright, we got an ear. We got eyes. All we need now is a nose. So again, remember what we said? We said that nose was just a C shape. You can see C. A very effective nose shape. So how do I do this? Now I can go to a new layer, type the letter C, make that happen. Cool. I could just make a circle. Delete half of the circle. Might be actually the best way right now. Ooh, actually that's kind of lit, and that's almost like spot on. Yep. So that's the way to do it. Make a circle. Delete the top, this side of the circle. Then what you do is you select this nose and just scoot it on up. Boom. Where is it at in relation to stuff? So it's closer to this side eye. But you know what? Let's make it happen. Scoot that over. So here, thankfully everything's on a new layer. So I don't have to worry too hard about things getting out of place. Right? Boom. Boom. Ooh! Almost. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna look. So the bottom part is the darkest. Let's try this. I literally didn't change anything. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. We have the basis for our character. Now, can I flip this? I feel like I can. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's add an ear bit. Boop. Nah, bro. Give me a pencil. Do I want to give him a mouth? Nah. He looks like Arnold. Hey, Arnold. That's pretty cool. I'll give him this one a mouth. Okay. We got that. Now, before we pop into this next trivia question, what we're going to do is we're going to add some, like, user interface stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so when you're playing Zelda and you know how many hearts you got left, or you're playing any other video game pretty much on any day, there is the user interface. So here's the user interface and knowing how much health you have left. What's up in the chat? So many tabs. We need like a tab a tab friggin' what is that thing called? Tab therapy. But I mean, it's like, just wait until like everybody has those freaking Iron Man screens, and they can just like tap stuff and be like, tab over here, close, zoom in. Where's Russia located in context of Jamaica? You know what I mean? Like, I'm actually glad that was recorded. I feel like that should be my Twitch welcome scene, just me making Iron Man screen noises. Shout out to Don Cheadle. Period. So we got one thing. So like I said, we're gonna add some user interface stuff. So let's add like a little health bar, and what's another thing, like a power level bar, right? Let's run it. So what we're gonna do is, I want to be. Is this on a new layer? What is that? Oh, I have two. Oh my God, you guys are gonna let me do this all the way wrong. Wow, you forgot the beard. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so my mouth is gone. So everybody said, what that mouth do? It doesn't. Alright, now here, Now here, again, I'm gonna turn on our Ohnahji Pixel Perfect as I briefly add in these lovely mutton chop sideburn situations. Oh my. Okay, well, I'm glad y'all are concentrating, because that's what it's about up in here. Up in here. Okay. That's completely ratchet beard. That will not do. Boop. Okay. There we go. That'll do. So there's a level of doing and not doing, and you gotta figure out what'll do. So, this is beautiful. I got the basis. I'm not gonna worry about that scarf right now. I got this lovely high top. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some bars, and then we're gonna go into trivia. So, new layer. I'm gonna add just a lovely, beautiful rectangle, nice and long, right underneath our character. And you know what? Let's add some circle shapes right next to that. Now, you may be feeling, actually, I kind of like this diamond-y shape. Let's keep with that. Ooh, or you know what? It could be like an ETH-shaped diamond. This'll do. Wait, no, it won't. This will do. So I just made a circle shape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that circle shape. I'm going to copy it and then I'm going to paste it. And then I'm just going to line these up so I can paste it again. So if once it's in my clipboard, I can just kind of paste it. So bam, and then one more. Okay, now what I need to do is, this rectangle is not big enough. I want them to match. Bam. So I just selected it and dragged it on out. Alright, so now we got a... Now you can have this be multiple things. I'm feeling like mine should say POW for power, and then have like, or maybe it'll be like EXP up here. That'll be an experience bar. Oh, and then the bottom will be power bar, right? So it'll be like how much power he's got. I don't know. Think of something fun and creative and relevant to the project. My brain's on teaching right now, so don't count on me for that. Anyways, get back there. Now, okay, one last thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add some. Now this is gonna be like our info bar over here. How much space can we get in there? I don't know, but I'm just gonna add a nice little rectangle up top. Another one right below that. Beep, boop. Cool. Next, I'm just gonna make some lines here. That's what I'm talking about. I love having fun with y'all. Okay, so we got one line, two line. Now I'm gonna add like, what's the easiest way to do this? It's probably just gonna be easiest to do singular lines. So, now these are gonna be like our, make sure my switch is still on. Okay, almost good. Okay, these are gonna be like our little descriptor things, you know what I'm saying? So like if you're at a character select screen, and this is like the little info box, you know what I'm saying? Tells you their likes, their disinterest, and you know what maybe we can do is just kind of, you know, this would be a cool like template for game or something. But that's the idea here, right? Is to create this template for your Ohnahji, right? And then we're gonna get into the colors here in a second. But lastly, before we get into that, let us make some letters. So I'm at this bottom kind of power zone area. So I'm gonna make the letters EXP. Now there is a way to.
Hey, this is Sancho, and this one goes out to all the hip hop fans.
There's a way to do this.
If you like what you're hearing right now, it's called
like
Double Take.
a
You can download this and
text
a lot
tool
more by upgrading to
here.
Upbeat Premium. Peace.
How do you make an X? Let's zoom in some. It's this color, that's why. Boom. So there's that. EXP. This X will probably be different, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Now we're gonna get rid for our POW. Not for prisoner of war, but for power. those are actually 2 different sizes, so I'm gonna bring this one down a bit. Yes? Yeah, those are the same size now. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta check it out. Clear this out. Bruh. Whatever. So, this looks good. I'm excited about this. So we got some awesome bits. Now they're on 2 different layers too. So if you want to go ahead and just start coloring one in, note, if you want to bucket fill, you're gonna need to, like, especially on some of these parts that are open, right? Okay, so let me have y'all see this like this. So you see it on this bottom part, it's open. So if I try to fill this in with any old color, it's gonna fill in everything. I don't want that, right? So in order to make this like a complete whole shape, I would need to take my brush, take my pencil tool or my line tool and just give it a nice border, right? So you need to have a place where that color says stop. Because if you don't, then it'll be no fun, right? So now with this, you're able to fill it in. Awesome. Now, of course, you can take that whole, what's it called? That same knowledge, apply it to the rest here. Boom. Just bucket fill, but you don't really need too much complicated stuff going on right now, right? But what will I choose? I'll choose, I like this nice good medium brown. Bam. And then dark gray on the face. Bam. Now one white. Actually, let me go back. Let me screenshot this bad boy. Let me bring it back a little bit. Now, if you have your character, cool. If you do not have your character, just focus on getting some nice, good shapes in there. Oh, wait. Okay. Whew. Let's get this background in there. Now, white dot on that old eye. I don't even want it to be fully white. I want it to be very close to white. Alright. Now, that looks pretty chill. I also like this other version that I did. It's like way more squared out. I want to finish this off real quick. Come on, bro. So many layers all the time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bam. Okay, cool. Trivia time. Take a break. Friggin' sweaty. All right, how many questions do we got? We got a gang left. Some of these memes. All right. Oh, there's a good bunch of questions left. All right, got another about 45 minutes here of class, so let's do these 2. Come on, how about it? Copy. Dude, that's a still streaming. Tough. Right now, Witchy Girlfriend and 80s are doing giveaways because I did a 1-year mint anniversary. I think I shared something on my Twitter page, so go get y'all some free NFTs. Okay, and then yeah, just again, thank you so much for being here. Let me just reset the room. So needed. Yo, this is Pushin Pixels, season 2. Not sure what this episode, but it's the third time with our fam Ohnahji University. You know what I mean? Giving you all that Web3 knowledge, giving you all the inclusive action, giving you what you didn't even know you needed in this Web3 world. They got you. You know what I mean? Reputable artists, reputable alpha, just get you some reputation. Yeah, I made up a word because that's the power of Ohnahji. Dang it. Anyways, yo, we're here. Again, check us out. My Twitch is JamXHam. I eat bacon rarely. And then, you know, the Ohnahji Discord is discord.com/OHNAHJI. I don't know anyone else with a custom URL Discord, so that's pretty cool. I don't even know how I can do that. Either way, we're out here, we're pushing pixels, and we're about to drop some trivia on that booty. So here we go. Question is, which celebrity? Again, another celebrity question. Y'all don't know this. Which celebrity is not associated with Web3 or cryptocurrency? Now, you may have your own ideas, but this is what we got. Here's the question. So here's the option. So is it LeBron James? Is he not associated? Is it Idris Elba? Is it Jaquan? Is it Doquan? Who's the black one there? And now, last one, is it Timbaland and Missy Elliott? Now, again, there's some red herrings up in that thing. But you gotta think hard. Which one? Who's not involved? Who didn't get some of that Crypto.com money? That sounds like a really good trivia song. Oh, it went off. Oh, Tim is in, but what about Missy? Question mark. All right, y'all got 20 seconds. Random said C. Yep, okay. Good answer. Jaquan is the artist who sings "Everybody in the Club Getting Tipsy." I feel like I had a really good meme for this. Did everyone answer C? Boss said E. E works too. So yeah, time's up. It's C and E. So that's a tricky one. Timbaland is involved, but Missy is not. She's the baddest and she's awesome. Of course, LeBron's involved with Crypto.com. Idris Elba. I feel like that's also another correct answer that I totally forgot to put in my answer sheet. Whatever. Jaquan. Where is he nowadays? I don't know. Living in a meme? Excellent. Great job, y'all. So yeah, it's definitely Jaquan. He's not up in there. And Doquan, who's the Terra dude, who, man, that was a crap show, as we like to say out here, with the US Terra whole fiasco. So let's go. Okay. Y'all doing excellent. Let's drop another trivia bad boy up in this chizat. Okay. Now we learned a little about HBC. Okay, a little bit. Let's do this. Okay. Now this one, if you've been minting Ohnahjis, you should know this. And even if you haven't been minting Ohnahjis, then it's still a pretty good question to So y'all thought y'all just come and learn about pixel stuff. I need a whole list. That's what I'm saying, though. We do need. Can we get a Nelly sponsorship? Like something. Or like Idris Elba doing like an awesome accent. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, even Doquan would be alright. But, I mean, friggin' LeBron James with an Ohnahji. Did Snoop Dogg get one yet? Nah. So I can keep Doquan. I should just change my name to like Daquan and have it be like pronounced different. No, not Snoop yet. Okay, well, next trivia question. How do you save money by minting an NFT? Now, do you buy it during the dip? Do you mint from the contract on Etherscan or whatever scan you're using? Do you set up a mint bot with multiple wallets? Do you join an alpha chat Discord? Or do you create multiple wallets on different blockchains? How do you save money out here? It's A, B, C, D, or E. There's only one right answer. Think about minting an NFT, right? Oh yeah, we're finna drop some colors in this thing. It's finna be so dope, y'all. Have it wrapped up, have y'all on to your Sunday night, maybe eat some collard greens or whatever you got cooking. When was the last time you had collard greens? Probably said B. All right, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Oh man, I can't even. You know what? It's all right, Discord. It's all right, Twitch chat. You'll be okay. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's it. The answer is B. You meant from the contract. So I don't know the legit. I don't know like the like why it's cheaper, but I feel like it's like when you pay a credit card bill over the phone. It's like that's what happens when you mint from the mint page, but when you pay your credit card bill from like bill pay from your bank, that's what happens when you mint from smart from a contract, right? I think that's a pretty good analogy. But it's way awesome. I mean, sometimes it can be a difference of like $5 to $10. It can be a difference of like $1 to $7. It can be a difference of like $60 to $100, right? But being able to understand that process, which is super easy. I think there's a link here in the Discord about that. If Ohnahji can drop that in the chat, that'd be great. But there's a way where you can, all these free mints, you know what I'm saying? Use a new wallet. That's A1. Make sure you don't have a whole bunch of crypto in there that you're not willing to lose, right? But when you're getting these free mints and you see, oh, why are they posting the Etherscan? Well, they're doing that so you can go and mint from the contract. You don't have to go about trying to find their official website and all that stuff. No, Etherscan is the official website for that code, right? And for that contract. So it's pretty neat. I learned how to do it, and I mean, once you do that, it's like no going back, right? It's like you click on mint on something, and it's like, oh yeah, it's the gas is 0.003, right? It's less than $5, about $5, right? But you go to the contract and it's like 0.0012, right? So it's half the price. I don't know why. It's probably dealing with like the transferring of data from the mint site to the actual contract and stuff. So being at the contract, you're right there. I digress. B is the right answer. Hey, pancakes. Yeah, y'all are awesome. Super smart. Now, let's wrap it on up. Now, I've got two little awesome characters here. How are we looking on pointage? Some people got some points right there. Okay, Bob. Let me just give him another arm. He's here. Okay, so I've got two characters. They're essentially the same, right? I do not want that there. But what I do want is, alright, Blossom Little Dran. Now maybe we pull out a tiebreaker, get both of y'all NFTs up in this thing. Okay, so y'all are doing great. Next, I have this lovely kind of blockhead version. I don't like this shoulder at all. Ew. I got this lovely blockhead version, and then I have this other kind of more organic version. Both are cool. Both have their own vibe, and I'm gonna keep the same color on both of them. So let's do that. This here. Now you can have both of these. Like you don't have to get all complicated like I do. It's unnecessary. You really just want the essence. Oh, I forgot the gear here, but that's okay. Loop. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cleaning up this area. Now, oh, I'm gonna need it here, but not gonna worry about that. Okay, so come back. P, B. Okay, I need to. Alright, there we go. Bam. Next, on either character, what you're going to do is you're just going to fill in the hair. But with this base color, right?
Hey, it's Benji from All Good Folks. If you love our music and you want to support Upbeat's amazing community of artists, upgrade to Premium today and help us keep creating great new tracks for you.
That, and then B, and then fill that in. Okay, perfect. Now, we've got everything that we need. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to drop in, you guessed it, some of those darker tones. Later, boss. We're going to drop in, oh, you're back. We're going to drop in some of those darker tones. But before we do that, no, let's do that. Let's finish the main bit first. So, we got this lovely brown here. We got a great blue, and then we got this great peachy color. Now, these just so happen to be complementary colors, meaning that, how do I explain it? That they look, how do I explain this? Complementary colors are colors, now there's a color wheel, right? Which holds red, yellow, and blue as the primary colors, and as you mix them together, they form new colors, right? Now, complementary colors are like orange over here, purple's over here. Now, these colors work together really good because they allow contrast, they allow just a difference, their hues and saturation are different, whatever. So, that's not the big point here. The point is that I have those colors. That orange is complementary of blue, green is complementary of red, yellow is complementary of purple, so on and so forth, and vice versa. But knowing this, and remembering what we learned earlier about colors, now with these base colors, I can do pretty much whatever I want. I can go with this dark brown that I have here, then I go to my color square and remembering, so now I'm looking at it on my color square, it's already a mid-tone. It's already a middle brown. But because where I'm at, I can either go up and make it a light kind of pinky, peachish flesh color, or I can drop it down to be this darker brown color, right? Right now, I want to go darker brown. So that's what I do. I take my brown color, I'm going to take my pencil, and then I'm not going to do a whole bunch of extra fluff, but I am going to just fill in the bottom and right side of this, right? So I just take this bottom middle area. I'm not going over my beard right now. That's another color. But I'm just going right to the side here. And then I can just click and fill that in with the bucket tool. You can see it starts to develop. Now, same thing with my blue. I'm going to grab my blue color and I'm going to go over to my color picker square. I can see that this one is now. It's a little trickier because this one has a higher saturation. It's not hanging out in the middle, right? But essentially it is in the middle because it's just diagonal off of this middle one, right? It's not super dark, it's not super bright, it's pretty much right in the middle here. So this is light, then it goes dark on that side, right? On the top and the right side. So what I want, because it's already that, ooh, oh shit, man. I think Dren always has some like motorcycle, like bicycle themed art that I've noticed in these classes, and I appreciate that. So, straight up, sheesh. Now, where am I at? I got distracted. I was talking about colors. Now, I got this super bright blue. I'm just gonna bring it down to a darker blue, so it doesn't matter. Like, it can be anywhere in this kind of middle dark range. That's where we're hitting at, right? But I want it closer to dark than not. And I just followed this line here. Uh-oh, Skedios. See, I was on color pick. I don't want to be a color pick. A relatively darker line. Dren, you've gotten really good, bro. The sky look cooler. Huh. Looking at Buddy's art right now. I would go for I mean, it looks pretty purple. Maybe go like a purplier dark tone, because the street lights are like nice and yellow. Or like a dusky brown. Yeah, oh yeah, clouds, that's a good one. See, look at that, community. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna, again, not select the same color that I don't want. Make sure I'm on my pencil tool. And I'm just gonna add a little bit on top of the head here. Now what I can do is I'm going to make a darker one for this beard. So this beard is dang near black as it is, but let's push it a little further. Ooh, smoothie is being made. A wild smoothie emerges. I don't want to do this. So basically, what I'm doing is, I don't know if y'all can see, but when it comes to these shapes, what I really want to do is I want to. Can I see on this camera? When it comes to these shadow shapes, Tiffany Haddish, I'm basically lining up where they go, right? So it's all one connectedness, right? It's not like a big old. It's a nice big blob, right? So when I look at it, it's like you can see the sunlight from over here coming down directly on this, right? It's not like a goofy, like kind of tricky shadow and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on and maybe there's rim lighting over here. No. We're gonna keep it simple, but a way to do that is to make sure that all these lines line up here. So like if you look, these aren't lined up and so it looks janky. That's fine. You can always fix that. But that's what we're looking at. And again, these classes aren't just so you can understand how to make art, but also how you can discern what art is actually like. What art do people put time into? What art do people know what they're doing? Like, what's people like? And you can start to see. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take very long to browse Twitter and all the shield threads. Tezos has some of the best shield threads, by the way. But like, you can see like what's effective and what's not. And if you start to study these works, and if you start to compare them with each other, and not even your own art, but just within the own artist's like catalog, you can see like, oh, okay, like here I see that they didn't really have the strongest understanding of line art like 2 weeks ago, but I don't know what they did. Like now it looks like all their lines are super on point and like none of them like overlap in weird ways, right? So there's like a lot of nuances, and especially coming from the place of a creator, you have to be able to realize this, and you have to be able to understand that this is what makes dope art, is what makes like high-end stuff. And even if it doesn't have this, you should be able to understand how to talk about it, right? And like that's another half of art history, of art school, about just art, what's the word? Not provenance. I want to use that word, but that's not the word. It's about like just art understanding. So let's say like understanding the tactics and everything. So when you go to galleries, when you go to Art Basel, when you're in NFT NYC next year, you're like, yeah, you know, I really appreciate that Beeple piece, but I feel like the contrast in this one just isn't really working like that for me as compared to, you know, how this X copy piece is. It seems like they really laid out their work in a more like direct way. Like being able to talk about artwork like that, not only can you sell your own artwork better, but you can also understand, right? It's about the understanding of how to make art that is appealing, that people do like or don't like, right? Like you could make art like that. It's about the reaction. So let's keep moving. So we're not just making art just cause, and I'm not just telling you all this stuff just cause I like art stuff. That's part of it, but a big part of it is, and I want y'all to understand, like there's a whole language, there's a whole methodology to this. So moving forward, I feel like I need to make these eyes darker. So let's do it. Dark black. Boom. Now we're gonna move on to this shirt color. Actually, wait. You gotta get the neck. Cannot forget the neck. And then what we can do here is make this neck undershadow darker. Let's do that. Okay, and then after that, we will move into some of these other. Is that how I want to do that? It's gonna be today. Okay, so there's that now. Oh, orange on the shirt. Let's go. I'm gonna grab that same shirt color. And again, when I picked it, it's way up here at the top. So again, I'm gonna have to use my skills and remember, all right, if I want it to be in the middle, that's about the middle light color. I want it to be darker, right? So it needs to be on this like other end of that, right? So just going from here to here. Imagine you just go there, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you just follow the pattern of wherever it's at. The line that is. Okay, so I got that. Now I'm gonna just drop some. I don't like that. I don't like that either. That's way too dark. So again, you have to understand, okay, what's dark enough? It's not too dark. Okay, that works better. Let's go. Shout out to all the people who were like, yo, we'll try and make class when I'm here. That's right. Called you out. I don't care. Should have been here. Should have been answering these questions. These trivia questions. They hot, bruh. So, again, I'm just filling in that. What side is this? Right side. P. Y'all, I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna crush it. Okay. Let's make this nose black, and then just keep moving. 2, 3, and then a nice light gray dot for these eyes here. Bam. I'm not completely sold on that. What is this? What color is this? Oh, it's already that color. Ah! You know what? Oh, that works. Okay. So, next. Let me look at my reference here. It's an all black outline, so let's run that. Let's make it my outline all the way black, just for simple sake. Let's click on all similar colors. Let's fill that puppy in. Bam, there we go. Now it's a little more defined. Hey, thank you. Oh yeah, Oxen free. I don't know who's got points right now. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming along here. Please submit your art later this week, today, whenever. Okay, where am I at? I'm right here, y'all. Right here. Let's finish this thing on up. So, I got 2 versions. This one's a little different. So what I'm gonna do is knock that out. It's in the wrong layer. Gotta love that. Okay. Next, what we're gonna do is let's add in some of these other bits down here. So for my experience bar, I want to make sure I'm on the correct layer. And for these, I want it two-toned, right? So it doesn't have to be all crazy. Oh, this one should be two-toned too. So let me just get the right one. Oh my God, what did I do? Way. Okay. Whew, layers, scaring me. Okay, now this experience bar. Experience bars are usually like yellow or green, so let's run with that. I like this good old middle yellow here. So we're just gonna we're not gonna do that. Again, make sure you are on the right layer. Make sure all similar colors is not clicked on because that'll just mess up your workflow, bro. So I got this yellow here, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make the top half of it, we're gonna make it a lighter yellow. We've been playing with darkers. Now let's make it a lighter yellow. So this one's, where is this? It's all the way in the corner for my yellow. So what do I want to do? I just want to bring it closer to the white, just up at the top. It should make a nice pastel yellow. From here, I am going to fill in the top half of this. Oh snap, can you even see that? Barely. Ooh, snap. Okay, that's a barely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this down a little bit into a grayer brown. Whew. Okay. Let's just have a gray. Come on, mouse. Got a nice little gray in the middle. Then I'm gonna make a really super light yellow. And these kind of middle-y gray ones work really good for my light yellows. Compared to some of, oh, we can make this look like a button if we like. Boop.
Love Upbeat? Why not upgrade to premium for just $6.99 a month?
So basically what I did was
unlimited
this.
downloads,
I took
access
this
premium tracks, whitelist your YouTube channel, and boost your creativity.
Basic
with
shape,
Premium.
I filled it in with this yellow. Let me just back up some. filled it in with this yellow. I found a really light yellow. It's hard to see on top of it, but then what I did was I took a medium darkish yellow, and then just put that right in the middle here. And then to finish it off, I just made a nice kind of light yellow half border on one side. So there's that. You can add more different colors if you like, more dark colors if you like. But that looks cool. It looks like it's kind of got like a multi-bar situation. Great. Now, for our power bar, let's go for purple. I like purple right now. So I'm going to grab my purple color. I'm going to fill in all these circles here. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a lighter purple. So I'm going to pick one of these beautiful lighter purples. Maybe this close to pink. Right here. I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna fill in these top boys. Running out of words, y'all. I still can't find my vape pen. It might be in my car. All right. Okay. So again, I'm filling in these little shapes here. Just the top and the left side. A little corner action. Corner boy posted on Stizu. All right, now that we got that, I'm just gonna take the same. I'm gonna actually go to that middle color. That's the base for these shapes. I'm gonna click on that, find that color, and then I'm gonna go to a darker color. Now, I want it to be pretty saturated, so I want it to be pretty purple instead of like a grayish purple here. And so let's run with that. Now I'm gonna just add, bam. How about one of these? See how that goes. Okay, it looks fine. I might need to add something else in the mix, another color. But these three colors look pretty cool. Actually, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna switch it up to some trap royalty freeze. No thanks. Love, bro. Trap. Winding it on down, y'all. Hey man, I really appreciate y'all kicking it with me. This is always great. So bam, there's that. Now I can take it one more step and do a really light purpley pink, and then just put that right in the middle. See how that looks. Sometimes you just gotta try stuff out here. Not told. Thank you. Maybe they need like this color. Maybe it just needs to be darker. So you gotta play around with your darkness and like trying to recreate crystals and stuff. We'll do another class on like specific shapes and such. Okay, that kind of works a little better. Now, we got our progress bar. We got our power bars. Next, we're gonna add some. Oh snap! We need. Let's push it back on. Next, we're gonna need. What do we need? Other cool stuff. So let's just add some bits. So I'm gonna take this. Let's take this yellow here, this really bright yellow. Throw it in this little box up here, and then I'm gonna make a slightly darker one. So again, this one's all the way up in the top right corner of the colors. That means it's super saturated, but I want to bring it down some to be more of a like a greeny color, right? So next, with that, now you can just kind of have fun. Not like you haven't been having fun, but now you can like just kind of make up your own squiggles, make up your own like little characters here. And by characters, I mean like letter characters. Now, if you want to have an actual words, all you got to do is go to the text tool, and then you can type stuff in. Hair, right? There's that. Hair. Beard. Snap. This is actually be on a new layer. When you feel like you're going to move something around, just make it on a new layer, because trying to cut into like some of these other things and stuff, it's not easy. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add hair, and then we're gonna add what's another one? Beard, and then we got friggin' shirt. And what else is this? Bonus. And then we'll just put my name right here, Jam. Not like that. Oh, snap. I went too far. Come on, trap beats. Let's go. Okay, shirt. Man, whatever, bro. It's not even trying to give me my stuff. Anyways, let's select things and move them around. Shirt. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is make these words brighter. That's fine. Okay. Nope. That is not how you do that. Okay. Shirt. What else is he wearing? Eyes? It doesn't even have to be like very descriptive. We don't have all the space in the world. Bruh, where is it on? Come on. Get on the right thing. These layers are starting to frustrate me, yo. E-Y-E-S. Here, beard, shirt, eyes, nose. There we go. Nose. And then last one, jam. Perfect. So I don't like this color, but what I will do is I'll take the color from my shirt, and then I'm gonna change all these what are they called? These words to that same color, right? This nice little orange. So I'm gonna click all similar colors up top. Ah, that's absolutely too bright. So you can start to tell what's what. That's wrong. Also absolutely too bright. And you know what I might have to do? I might have to change these little the background lines to be something different, right? So let's go there. Let us select these. Hopefully I'm on the right layer. Feels like I am. And then, bruh, let me select stuff. Okay, so I don't want to select all my colors here. Definitely want... No! Okay, this happens, y'all. This happens. This is the nature of digital art. There's so many layers. There's so many things going on at once. You just got to be patient with yourself. All right. And that's not how you do that. Again, on the wrong layer. Let's go. Let's lock that one out. Maybe it just needs to be darker. You know, sometimes you're not really sure. So again, y'all play around with this. Oh, bam. It just needs to sit on top of the actual line. Like a normal word. There we go. let's slide. Here we are. Weird. Dang it. So the problem is these words are too large. Here. Now, oh, I know what I can do. Just make my friggin' words smaller. How do I do that? I just shift them around. So make this B. Boom. This letter. This color. Boom. Oh, no, come on, bro. B, P. Boom. Let's slide on up. No!
Man, I just want to get this done. I'm so close. So close.
There. Alright, now which let's make that I the H. That's it, bro. That looks great, Dren. Ooh, look at that moon. What the fuck? Why did he get hit? This is sick. I want to see some like cars driving past on that, and like freaking pedestrians just walking by, being like, "What happened?" You are doing so awesome, dude. I'm gonna tell you what. Oh God, no. Him? I just want to select stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to change this to my like Photoshop shortcuts. Okay, let me move this thing, please. Thank you. I said it was not working out. Oh yeah, well you are in like a 3D perspective type of situation. But I believe in you. I'd love to see it. Okay. Let's go. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Dedication. Perseverance. Not giving up. All that good stuff. Okay, so next, last thing I want to do is I'm gonna move these letters, move these last of the letters, and I want to throw a O, H, and U right at the top. Is that the thing? What does it look like? Ohnahji U. It's a shorter. O-H and U. Is that it? Okay, I'm not sold on that orange, but it's alright. What's the acronym? O-N-J-U. Ohnahji. Okay, cool. Let's throw some letters up in this top thing here. Boom. O-H. Oh, I just spelled it out too. O-N-J-U. Now, I want it to be dark and black. Actually, it should be pink. Oh, dang, but we're gonna make it black right now. Okay. I'm gonna select my name. How many more trivias do I got? I got one more good trivia in this for y'all. We'll wrap it up. Okay. Now, this needs more space in it. Because I'm not using you. It's cramped right now. So let's how do I do this? Let us just take some of the colors that's on there and just expand the shapes. Boom. And maybe we don't have to do all that extra fluff, right? Bam. Ooh, and then we throw a pink up in that bad boy. Stop playing with me. Where's the pink? It's like rich pink. Rich gang. Bro, come on. I wonder if boss keeps getting rogue. Who knows? Okay, last bits. We're throwing some pink up in this thing. So, ooh, boy. It's way too hot. Hey again, boss. You're back. Let's throw some of that. Some of this. Simple design up in this thing. Boom. Actually, heck no. So we got all this. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make some of these other lines darker. Like that. Like this. Like that. And then, now for these letters, they're like, I want a good orange, but every orange is too orange. So that does not work. Red? Will red work? Oh lord. And how is that even on that layer? That's what I'm saying. Oh, what about blue? What about blue? B for fill. Why does it keep going to that layer? Okay. We're almost there. Dark blue? Fantastic. I don't want that layer at all. Okay, I kind of like that a lot. Now, looking at this is awesome. Today, we learned a good bit. What time is it? It's 10:39. Yeah. Let's get up on that. So, we learned a good bit today, y'all. I think so. So we learned how to do steps in our colors. We learn how to simply apply some of those steps in both simple ways and more complex ways, right? With some of these like these experience bars and just thinking about user interface. Even on the background here, you know what I'm doing with my hand. But even on the background, you can see that we worked with these layers to understand like, hey, this needs to be darker, this needs to be lighter, this is not need to be either, so on and so forth. It's a great practice to do, and there we go. Nice, that looks better. It's great practice to play around with these shapes, play around with these colors. Now this could probably use a little more work. I can do more things to it. Again, I have a whole nother one right here. I like them both, honestly. But again, when we're thinking about the lighting, we think about it coming from one direction rather than coming from all sides and all crazy like. When we think about referencing our characters, we look at them and we break them down from a simple way, right? So we don't just say, oh, it's a big old blob. We say, hey, what are these shapes that compose this, right? And then from those shapes, what are these colors? And well, these colors, like what's darker and what's brighter, right? So it's a step, it's a process, and it's super fun. So let me see. I feel like we got a tie right now for trivia. So I got one more fatty trivia question for the three of the home gang. Oh, it's only for two. It's only two people. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go for this one. Let's go for another glossary term. So, what does the term IFPS? I'm using mouse and keyboard, my friend. Okay, so IPFS, what does it stand for? What is it? Think about it for a second before I drop these answers on here. If you know, off rip, bonus points. If you don't, whatever. No one's judging you. Except for me, the point master. Okay, so what does IPFS stand for? Does it stand for interparcel fraction system? Does it stand for B, interplanetary file system? Does it stand for C, immutable portal for shares? Or D, I'm pretty effing sure? I think Ohnahji knows this one because I sent him all the answers, so that's fine. Find my vape pen. I need to water my plants. Man, y'all, this is legit. I freaking love these glasses. Is this supposed to be a tiebreaker? Is it? I mean, if they're tied, then heck yeah, it's totally a tiebreaker. If they tied and they both get it right, whatever, y'all both get NFTs. I really appreciate you pulling up. Okay, 10 seconds. Is your final answers? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the answer is it's B. You almost thought I was gonna say A, didn't you? It's actually B. It's interplanetary file system. Okay, so now interplanetary file system is a tool in which allows you to upload NFT and digital information, metadata, what have you, to the internet, to the blockchain. So y'all both got it. Congratulations. I don't know who has the most points. I feel like y'all both got
another day.
Got it. So totally, let me just drop your still tied. So tied. Well, congrats, y'all. Y'all are awesome. So what do we got here? Now, just drop your ETH address up in the chat right now. Thank you. Drop your ETH address in the chat, both Boss and Lil Dran. I really appreciate y'all. Ohnahji, I appreciate you. Everybody, if you appreciate me, want to drop some tips, jamstarx.eth is the public domain name. You can find it on pretty much all my stuff. And so, yeah, I appreciate that. It helps me develop and learn and gain new skills so I can transfer them to y'all in an awesome, black and beautiful way. So yeah, tips are appreciated. Again, Boss Lil Dran dropped those ETH addresses in the in the chat. I'm gonna get y'all NFTs tonight because I'm on my computer here. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, don't forget to submit some art. Now I know Dran's already posted some stuff, so I appreciate that. Maybe just pop that in the art channel here, or just keep it here. It's fine. But let me see. Any other announcements? Just go mention. Yeah, that's it.
No one can take from you what
I like that car. I like that car. So
they don't know you. And that's fine.
This has been great, y'all.
And that's right.
This is our third class.
To be on everyone's side, and that's how it should
be. A little benzo.
Some take it or leave it, and lucky they live in it in isolation because your self-expression is
this is our third class together.
No exception.
Who knows? Maybe we'll end up on class 50 eventually, but we got to get through class 4 and 5 next. So maybe I wonder if I'm doing anything at the end of the month. I don't know. I'll schedule up some more classes. So let's just wrap it. Thank you all so much. I don't know what to say. It always warms my heart to really like share with y'all and laugh with y'all. Some of our friends from last class are absent, but that's alright. You know what I mean? We still out here learning. We still growing. And so yeah, jamjamart.net is where you can find all my art. On Twitter, JamstarX. Ohnahji U is twitter.com/Ohnahji. Don't forget the H after the A. Let me see. Yeah, man, and just pull up. Go mint something. Go research something. Get the Twitter Spaces because we always learning. We always growing out here. So with that, I want to say thank you and I appreciate y'all. I guess that's it. Yeah, so thanks for the laughs, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. I guess I'll just stop streaming now.